One of the biggest complaints about using PLA filament has always been heat. Leave a print in a car and leave it on the windowsill, or leave it in a warm environment and there's a good chance it won't hold up the way you want it to. But what if you could have all the benefits of PLA with the ability to handle some heat? I'm Brian DeLuca and this is MakerBuildIt, where we turn ideas into projects. Today we are talking to PolyMaker about new types of PLA that actually have a whole lot more heat resistance under load, as well as a whole bunch of cool things they're doing with colors in terms of filament. Now let's get into it. I'm Brian DeLuca and I'm here at RAPID TCT with Nicholas at the PolyMaker booth, and he's going to show us one of the new filaments they have just released.
Yes, absolutely. So what I wanted to introduce to you is our new HTPLA. So as you know, the PLA doesn't have a very good heat resistance, right? So what we came up with is a way that the material can keep heat stability.
Okay.
So what would mean that heat stability, you're familiar with heat resistance,
yes,
right? Mm-hmm. So the difference is the load.
Okay.
So what we managed to do is that without a load, your part will be able to resist up to 150 degrees C.
Okay, wow. Okay.
So the main difference, you can see here polycarbonate that is known to be very heat resistant.
Right.
So the HDT of polycarbonate is 100 degrees C.
Okay.
What it means is up to 100 degrees C, it can support load.
Okay.
But above it, whether there's load or no load, it's going to collapse.
It fails. Okay.
Right? So HTPLA, the difference is if you put load above 80 degrees C, then it will start to soften and it will start to collapse.
Okay.
But it can maintain its own weight up to 150 degrees C, which is much higher than PC.
And this is the time frame that this
yes,
failed at?
9 minutes at 150 degrees C.
Okay.
So you can think about, let's say you're printing just some toys, right? And you leave it in the car.
Okay.
And usually what will happen with regular PLA is this.
It'll melt, yep.
Yeah, but there is no weight, there is no load on that PLA, right? So that's why we call this heat stability, which is important to differentiate. And what we did with the glass fiber reinforced is that this add a little bit more heat resistance.
Okay.
So it means if you anneal the HTPLA-GF, what will happen is that the HDT will go up to 80 degrees C.
Okay, and that's because of the glass fibers.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Now, what are the main applications? What would you use these for?
Yeah, so for example, the HTPLA-GF, what we did is we color match some of the popular power tool color. For people to make power tool accessories.
Oh,
because you know how it is when you choose your power tool, you first choose where you're gonna go, and then you only buy that one, and then you want everything to match. So that's one of the things. You have all these accessories where you want to put the batteries, you want to put the drill in. So everything can be color matched with HTPLA-GF.
That's actually pretty cool. So the biggest difference really is this one's glass infused, and it takes a little bit longer at the weight.
More load,
more
load.
So what load do they actually take? About what amount of force?
So the HDT for HTPLA-GF at 1.8 megapascal, if I remember well, is about 85 to 90 degrees C.
Okay.
So that's usually the HDT standard that is being used.
So Nicholas, is there anything else you could show us?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we can check some of the Panchroma colors.
Absolutely. Go on.
So what I wanted to show you is the wide range of color that we have developed with Panchroma. So we have over 300 colors now. Okay. And we categorize them by range of colors. So you have the matte, silk, satin, celestial, which is translucent glitter. Okay. We have translucent color now that are becoming popular. I'm sure you have seen the full spectrum. Yep. That is now, a lot of people are using our CMYK translucent in order to do the multicolor one, which by the way is amazing. This idea is really amazing. Yeah, it is crazy. We developed a lot of gradient colors, like this one, for example, which is a translucent crystal. Okay. Oh, and it's translucent too, which is nice. And then we work with companies also to color match. A lot of companies want to color match their logo colors. Oh, so like, are you matching like Pantone colors and things like that? Pantone, RAL colors, or samples. Like for example, for power tool, we buy power tool accessories and then we try to match it, because depending on how the plastic is, if it's matte, if it's glossy, then the effect will be different.
Well, Nicholas, thank you for your time today. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's always exciting to see companies pushing materials to their limits, especially in real world conditions. And it was also really interesting to see how they were matching specific colors and the variety of colors that PolyMaker has, especially when they're matching different companies' logos. For more on 3D printing, DIY, maker projects, make sure you like and follow MakerBuildIt, and remember, keep on making. Oh, and remember, innovation isn't always about making 3D printers faster. Sometimes it's about creating materials that help makers bring their ideas into reality.